Oh, that didn't work. I was just going to tell you. I don't know if this is going to work or not. Hang on. I got a new phone yesterday, and the little thing on the back of my old phone that keeps my phone propped up isn't on this phone because it's new. So I'm trying to prop it up with some books until I get a new little thing. So if it falls again, I'll fix it. Hi. It's rainy here today. I haven't been outside all day, so I don't know if it's cold or warm, but it's been raining all day. And I've been pretty lazy today, I have to say. I hope you've had a good day. Is it raining where you are? Did you do anything fun today? Did you go outside? Let me know. All right, today we're going to read Scrooge and the Magic Fish. One thing about this phone, it's bigger. Bigger than the old screen was, so I guess that's good. Donald Duck was always busy. He worked in Uncle Scrooge's money bin. He cleaned the coins. He ironed the dollar bills. He raked the money so it would be in piles. One day, Donald went to Uncle Scrooge to ask for more pay. "I work hard," said Donald. "I should have more money." I don't think Uncle Scrooge looks like he wants to give Donald any more money, do you? "More money?" said Scrooge. "I cannot give you more money. I am only a poor old duck." "You are not a poor old duck," cried Donald. "You have lots of money. Your bins are full of money." "My money bin is not full," said Scrooge. "It is half empty. I am only a poor old duck." And with that, Uncle Scrooge put his hat on and went out. "Donald does not understand me," said Scrooge to himself. "I will go to the Millionaires Club. There, people will understand me." When he got to the Millionaires Club, Uncle Scrooge saw a sign. "Fishing contest for club members," it said. "Catch the biggest fish, win your weight in gold." "What a great contest," said Scrooge. "I will enter it this minute." And he did. Scrooge ran to the harbor. There he rented a boat and a fishing pole, and he rowed out to the deep water. There's his boat. There's his fishing pole. In no time at all, Scrooge felt a nibble on the line. He pulled in a very big fish. "What a whopper!" he cried. "I will win the contest for sure." Suddenly the fish began to talk. "Please," he said, "throw me back to the sea." "What?" cried Uncle Scrooge. "Throw you back? Nonsense. You are worth money. No one throws away money. If you throw me back, I will give you your dearest wish," said the fish. Thought Scrooge. "A talking fish must be a magic fish. Perhaps this fish really can give me my dearest wish." So Uncle Scrooge wished to have his money bin filled to the very top. That's his wish. "You have your wish," said the fish. "Go home and look at your money bin." Uncle Scrooge threw the fish back in the sea, and then he rowed to shore. There goes the fish. Uncle Scrooge ran to his money bin. Lo and behold, the money bin was full. It was so full that gold pieces and $100 bills were piled up to the ceiling. "I don't understand it, Uncle Scrooge," said Donald. "I was just cleaning a few coins. Suddenly, all this money appeared." See all the money? Money, 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 money. All kinds of money. Uncle Scrooge jumped with joy. "Oh, what a lucky duck I am." He is very happy. But soon he began to think, "Did I make a mistake?" he wondered. "A fish who can fill a money bin can surely do more." I was too quick to let that fish off the hook. Back to the harbor ran Uncle Scrooge. He rowed out to the deep water. He called to the fish. Here, fishy, 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 fishy. Oh, fish, he called. It's Scrooge McDuck. I want to have a word with you. What now? Asked the fish. Isn't your money bin full? Well, it is, said Uncle Scrooge, but I would like another small favor. May I have a palace? It does not seem right that I have so much money and still live in the same old place. Very well, said the fish. You now have a palace. Go home. Be happy. The fish swam off. Scrooge went home. His house was gone. In its place was a beautiful palace. It had golden doors and marble floors. That looks like where Aladdin lived. No, Princess Jasmine. Where Princess Jasmine lived. I don't know what happened, Uncle Scrooge, said Donald. I was just dusting the table the way I always do. Suddenly, your house was gone. Don't worry, Donald, said Uncle Scrooge. You have an uncle who is as smart as well as lucky. Scrooge was happy with his palace for about a half an hour. Then he had a new idea. Since I have a palace, said he, I should be a king. I should sit on a throne. I should wear a gold crown. Uncle Scrooge, you are being silly, said Donald. Scrooge did not listen. He ran back to the harbor. He rowed out into the deep water. And what did he do? He called for the fish. What now? Asked the fish. Is there something wrong with your palace? It is a grand palace, said Scrooge. It is fit for a king. King Scrooge the First, that is. Nonsense, said the fish. Is that the thanks I get? Said Scrooge. After all, I let you go. Very well, said the fish. I will give you this wish too. Go home and try to be a good king. Scrooge thanked the fish and then he went home. When Scrooge returned to his palace, there were many servants waiting for him. They bowed when he came in. Your wish is our command, O king, the head servant told him. At the end of the hall was a throne. Scrooge proudly sat on it. On the throne was a crown of gold. Scrooge put it on his head. Here's his throne and his crown. Donald, said Scrooge, run down to the Millionaires Club. Tell the members that His Majesty, Scrooge McDuck, commands them to come to the palace. They will be green with envy when they see this. Do you know what envy means? Envy means when you want something that somebody else has. That's envy. I don't think so, said Donald. I think they will laugh their heads off. Don't you dare talk that way to your king, said Scrooge. How mad he looks, so mad. Then Scrooge thought that perhaps a king was not mighty enough. I should be an emperor, he said, emperor of all the world. Then no one would ever laugh at me. Back to the sea went Uncle Scrooge. He called out to the magic fish. Dark clouds suddenly hid the sun. The sea turned gray. A cold wind blew. At last, the fish lifted his head from the water. Well, he asked. Being a king is not grand enough for me, said Scrooge. I must be an emperor. Emperors are really grand. Look at that fish. The fish does not look happy. Is there no end to your greed? Asked the fish. Money, a palace, even being king has not made you happy. I know now there is no magic strong enough to make a greedy person happy. Go home. Be content with what you had before you ever met me. Greed means when you always want more. You always want something else. You're never happy with something that you have. Uncle Scrooge went home. His palace was gone. So were his throne and his crown. All that was left was a sad Donald Duck. I don't know what happened, Uncle, said Donald. All of a sudden, the palace was gone. And now the money bin is half empty again. Uncle Scrooge began to cry. He cried for his gold crown and his lost kingdom. He cried for the heaps of money that had disappeared. I am only a poor old duck again, he said. After a while, Uncle Scrooge remembered what the fish had said. There is no magic strong enough to make a greedy person happy. Be content with what you have. He dried his eyes. Perhaps my money bin is not half empty, but half full. Maybe I am not so poor after all. He was still the same old Scrooge McDuck, even though the magic fish had taught him a lesson. So, that is a very interesting book. Look at all the pictures inside the cover. All of those fun Disney people that we love and we know. Do you recognize them? What's your favorite Disney story? This was a long one, so I appreciate you listening, and I hope you have a really good night. And I'll talk to you tomorrow. I love you very much. Bye.